Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. Friends, in this video we shall have the discussion of the question paper of 2023 examination, second semester BCA B.Sc Generic English NEP syllabus under Bangalore City University BCU. Duration for the examination 2 hours 30 minutes, maximum marks 60. So let's begin the discussion here. As usual, we know very well the question paper is divided into the two sections. Section A, workbook 40 marks, and section B, course book 20 marks. So the question paper starts with the comprehension passage. You need to read the following passage very carefully, and you need to answer 5 questions set on the passage. So you can pause the video and you can read the passage, and like this you'll be having 5 questions, and among the 5 questions you'll be having a question where you need to give a suitable title for the passage. So 5 marks for the comprehension passage. Now do as directed any 5 of the following. So you have 6 questions, and out of 6 questions you need to select 5 questions each for 1 mark. So the question number 1 you have here, choose the correct synonym for the words given below. So there's a word here, abolish, and you need to find the similar meaning of the word abolish. So we have 4 options: set up, remove, establish, and make up. So the similar meaning of abolish is here, remove. So what's the correct answer? Remove is the synonym of abolish. Second question, choose the correct antonym for the words given below. Antonym means to say the opposite meaning. The word humble, and the opposite of humble is meek, no. Proud, no. Neat, no. Difficult. Difficult is the opposite of humble. Next question we have here, you need to add here suitable affix. Affix means prefix or suffix. The flower is beautiful. So the beauty, we add here beautiful. We need to add here suffix for the word beauty. It becomes beautiful. 3 marks done. Next, the fourth question, construct the 2 sentences using the given homonym. So there's a word here, fine. There's a word here, there's a homonym is here, fine, and we need to construct 2 sentences with the same word, and these the word should have the different meaning. You have to pay fine for crossing the lane. So here's a penalty. I am fine. It talks about the well-being of a person. So homonym means to say the same pronunciation but different spelling and different meaning. Next question we have here, homophone. We need to find the homophone for the next word. So the wound will heal over time. The wound will heal over time, not H-E-L, H-E-A-L. Heal means to cure the injury. Sixth question, frame a sentence using the following collocation. So keep in touch. You need to make a sentence to make this collocation meaningful. So for example, you need to frame a sentence something like this. We need to keep in touch with the latest development. To keep in touch means to say you have the knowledge, you are always updated about the particular thing. So like this, all out of these 6 questions, you need to opt here any 5 questions. Next, we are moving here, the second segment of do as directed. We have here articles, preposition, and the suitable form the verb. So here each for 1 mark. She has a question to ask. So fill in the blanks with a suitable article. She has a question. Is the article. Keep the bottle in the fridge or inside the fridge. So fill in the blank with the suitable preposition, either in or inside. They were in the park when it started raining. Fill in the blanks with the suitable verbs form. So it started raining, it's in the past tense. Obviously here the helping verb will be in the plural form. So they were in the park when it started raining. So these 3 questions, article, preposition, and tense, will be for 3 marks. Next question, suitable form of the tenses. Jan blank attend karate class every day. So Jan attends karate class every day. My mother give me a watch on my birthday. So we can't say gives. My mother gave me a watch on my birthday. We travel to Mumbai tomorrow. We will travel to Mumbai tomorrow. So the answer can be like this: attends, gave, will, travel. So the tense is here for the 3 marks. Next question we have here: change the given below dialogue into reported speech. So we need to convert this dialogue into the reported speech. So Natasha says, "What time is it? We are going to be late." Tara says, "It is a quarter after 7. We are on time. Don't panic." Natasha says, "But I thought we had to be at the restaurant by 7:30. Tara says, "Sure, we will. The party starts at 8. Natasha says, "Can you call the restaurant and ask them where we park our car?" Natasha asked Tara, "What time?" 1 minute. Natasha asked Tara what time it was and exclaimed that it was going to be late. It was going to be late. Tara replied that it was a quarter after 7 and they were on time and need not to be panicked. Natasha told Tara that she expected them to be at the restaurant at 7:30. Tara assured that they would be on time and the party would start at 8. Natasha asked Tara if she could call the restaurant and ask them where they should park their car. So this is how you need to change into the reported speech, and you can watch my special videos on the reported speech, active and passive voice. The links are in the description box. You can see the grammar link will be available in the description box. Next, we have here, your friends have planned to attend a musical party. Okay, I'm sorry. Your friends have planned to attend a musical party at a palace ground. Write a dialogue between your parents and you seeking permission to attend it. So obviously it's for the 5 marks dialogue writing. So obviously it's a dialogue between mother and father, or maybe you and your parents. It would be quite informal dialogue. So you can pause the video and you can go through it. Punctuation plays very important role so that your dialogue will be more effective if you use the appropriate punctuation. So after dialogue writing, you have the questions from, you will be having 3 questions from the communication topic: verbal communication, non-verbal communication. So you have first question: mention any 2 categories of communication. So we have 3 types of communication: verbal, non-verbal, and written communication. What's the difference between verbal and non-verbal communication? Verbal communication is spoken, whereas non-verbal communication is not spoken. It happens by body language, facial expression, eye contact, posture, gesture. The channel of verbal communication is auditory and visual, whereas the channel of non-verbal communication is only visual, or primarily visual. What is the percentage of communication that is verbal? That's about 35% is the verbal, 65% is the non-verbal communication. So out of the 3 questions you need to attempt here, only 2 questions. So here verbal and non-verbal communication has the weightage for 4 marks. Watch my video on this topic. I have done the videos on the short questions and all these questions will help you. Link is in the description box. Next question we have here: write a paragraph on the topic, not less than 10 sentences. So the topic is here Instagram. So you can pause the video and you can go through it, and it's a very common topic. You can easily write on this topic, but the limit is given here. You should not write more than 10 sentences. So that is for paragraph writings for 5 marks. Next question you have here: speech writing, either welcome speech or vote of thanks. So you have invited an eminent writer as the chief guest to your college annual day, and you need to prepare a welcome speech using the profile given below. So the chief guest profile is already given here. You can go through this profile. She's a writer, and based on the profile, you have to welcome the chief guest. So you can, in the very beginning, you can say that good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome the chief guest of our college annual day, Arundhati Venkatesh. Then you can easily compile the complete profile, which is already given in your question paper. Just frame the sentence, connect the ideas, and finally, what can you say? We welcome you, madam. Suppose you don't like the welcome speech, you can do the vote of thanks also. So you have option here, prepare a vote of thanks for the same occasion as mentioned above. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to render a vote of thanks on this annual day celebration, the much awaited event of the year. To begin with, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the chief guest, Miss Arundhati Venkatesh, who has accepted our invitation by just a phone call. Thank you so much, madam. Your presence has brought a new energy among the student. Then you can thanks to all the other dignitaries on the stage. So this is how you have welcome speech or vote of thanks. So I would suggest you to attempt the welcome speech because your 99% content of your answer is already in the question paper. So, and you can watch my videos on vote of thanks and the welcome speech or the speech writing. The link is in the description box. So these are the questions from the workbook for the 40 marks. Now we are going to have the discussion from the course book for 20 marks. So here these 20 marks are divided into the three segments. Um, 5 marks, 1 mark, 5 questions, 5 marks, 1 question, and 10 marks, 1 question. So the first section we have here, we need to opt any 5 questions from the 6 questions, each for 1 mark. So question number 1, what did Sir Richard Ottaway suggest? He suggests challenging the very idea. He suggests the challenging very idea that it could be argued that economic situation of the colonies was actually worsened by the experience of British colonialism. So that idea he suggests. Second question: what do no, what do tabloids do to celebrities in the poem Celebrity? Tabloids write negative and sensationalized stories about celebrities. In the lyrics, it is mentioned that the supermarket tabloids will write awful stuff about the speaker. Whom did the Gandhis share a home with in Johannesburg? Gandhi shares his home with an English couple, Henry and Millie Pollock. Not Pollock, Pollock. Then who opposed Lohia? E.V. Ramaswamy. Periyar opposed Lohia. Who does Titania fall in love with when the love juice affects her? That is bottom. Why does Bhagavata say that the Lord Ganesha is mysterious? He comments that Ganesha may seem to be an imperfect being because of his hybrid state, but that his completeness is simply unknowable to mortal beings. The Bhagavata introduces a main theme within the play, hybridity. Ganesha is the first of many beings with a mismatched head and body to appear in the play. Last question: what virtue does Devadatta represent? Devadatta is very comely in appearance, fair in color, unrivaled in intelligence. Devadatta is the only son of Reverend Brahmin Vidyasagara. So like this, out of 7 questions, you need to attempt only 5 questions. That is, each question is for 1 mark. Now, part two. Part 2 of your question paper from the course book. Out of 3 questions, you need to opt only one. That is for 5 marks. You need to write the answer in a page. Write a note on the effect of colonization on the colonized people from Dr. Shashi Tharoor's speech, not Shashi Tharoor's speech. So during a debate at the Oxford Union on 28th May 2015, the Indian Member of Parliament, diplomat and writer Shashi Tharoor delivered a speech supporting the motion Britain owes reparations to her former colonies. Tharoor was the seventh speaker in the debate, the final speaker from the proposition, and spoke for about 15 minutes. While criticizing the opposition, he argued that British colonial rule damaged the Indian economy. Tharoor began his speech by arguing that economic progress of Britain from the 18th century onwards was financed by the economic exploitation and deindustrialization of British India. He cited other negative effects of colonial rule on India, such as famines, the mandatory contribution of Indians towards the British war effort during the First and Second World Wars. Tharoor also argued that supposed benefits of British colonialism, such as railways, democracy, were either constructed for the purpose of furthering economic exploitation or devised by Indian themselves. He ended his speech suggesting that Britain pay £1 sterling per annum to the next 2 centuries as a symbolic reparation. The side in the favor of the motion was won with 185 votes to 56. Next question. How did Tagore and Gandhi differ from each other's views about English? In the 1920s, Gandhi and Tagore argued in print about whether a love for the English language betrayed a colonized mindset. The Mahatma thought it did, whereas the poet, a prophet of a rooted cosmopolitanism, Tagore argued that Indians could glory in the illumination of lamps lit in languages and cultures other than their own. Question number 3. How do bankers treat poor people? What are your opinions on it? The stingy attitude of the bankers in lending, and particularly to the poor, sets the tone of the poem. Bankers are like anybody else except richer by Ogden Nash. He comments that banks are cautious conservatives and the bankers deny lending money to the needy. They dislike the people who have no money and no poverty to give them as security, but the bankers shrewdly and tactfully behave with the rich persons. On seeing the rich customers, they express their kindliness and greet them courteously and offer to lend as much as money as they want. They would serve the rich customers with utmost care and affection. The vice presidents of the bank nods their heads positively to such proposals. They would even send money to the customer's place if they want. The poet says that the bankers deserve our appreciation. The tone of the poet sounds very bitter and harsh. It means the very opposite of what it is already said. The poet criticizes the too much commercial attitude of the bankers. They are pro-rich and anti-poor. The banks have to act as a catalyst of social change. They have to see that the resources are evenly distributed among the various classes of society. Now we have questions for the 10 marks, and here we have 3 questions, and out of 3 you need to opt only one question. So describe the debate between Gandhi and Pollock in their views of English education. In 1905 and 1906, Mahatma Gandhi, his wife, their children shared a home in Johannesburg with an English couple, Henry and Millie Pollock. Later, writing of their life together, Gandhiji recalled that Pollock and Guha had often very heated argument. Gandhiji and Pollock and Gandhiji had very often had very heated arguments, discussion about the desirability or otherwise of giving the children an English education. It has always been Gandhiji's conviction that Indian parents who train their children to think and talk in English from the infancy betray their children and the country. They deprive them of the spiritual and social heritage of the nation and render them to that extent unfit for the service of the country. Having these convictions, he made a point of always talking to his children in Gujarati. Pollock never liked this, and he thought that Gandhiji was spoiling their future. Please do correct. It's by mistake. I've written Guha. It is Gandhiji. He thought Gandhiji was spoiling their future. He contended with all the love and vigor at his command that if children were to learn a universal language like English from the infancy, they would easily gain considerable advantage over others in the race of life, and he failed to convince Gandhi. Gandhiji also mentions that while he insisted on his children speaking at home in Gujarati and learning through that language, they naturally became bilingual, speaking and writing English with fair ease because of daily contact with a large circle of English friends and because of their stay in the country where English was the chief language spoken. So please do correct, instead of Guha, kindly read it Gandhiji. Then the private debate between Gandhi and Pollock has had very many public echoes down the decades. Second question we have here, bring out the role of Puck in the extract of Midsummer Night's Dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream In Night's Dream, Puck plays a very important role in the Act 3, Scene 1 and Act 4, Scene 1. These scenes showcase his mischievous nature and his influence on the play's unfolding events. Now, Act 3, Scene 1, mischievous interference with the mechanicals. Puck encounters a group of amateur actors, the mechanicals, who are rehearsing their play for the Duke's wedding. He decides to have some fun at their expense. When Bottom, one of the actors, steps aside during the rehearsal, Puck transforms his head into that of a donkey. This transformation frightens the other actors, causing them to flee in terror, to run away in terror, believing Bottom has been cursed. So, interaction with Titania. Titania, the fairy queen, is under the influence of a love potion applied by Oberon. The potion causes her to fall in love with the first creature she sees upon waking. Titania awakens and she sees Bottom with his donkey head, immediately falling in love with him due to the potion's effect. Potion means a kind of strong liquid. Puck revels in the chaos he has created, finding amusement in the absurdity of the situation. Act 4, Scene 1, continuation of the mischief. Puck observes Titania doting on Bottom, who is still unaware of his transformation. Titania lavishes attention and care on Bottom, further emphasizing the comical and surreal nature of the scene. So what is the take home? Oberon decides it is a time to resolve the chaos. He commands Puck to remove the enchantment from Bottom. Puck complies, resorting Bottom's human head while he sleeps. When Bottom awakens, he believes he has had a bizarre dream. Oberon also releases Titania from the love potion. Upon walking and seeing Oberon, Titania immediately falls back in love with him, unaware of her recent infatuation with Bottom. Puck's actions, guided by Oberon, help to restore order and harmony among the characters. So that's about the Puck character. Last question we have here. Comment on the transformation in the understanding of the talent in our present society with reference to the poem Celebrity. The song Celebrity by Brad Paisley brings out the transformation in the understanding of talent in the contemporary society. Traditionally, talent was perceived as a crucial factor for achieving fame and success. However, in today's world, the poem highlights that talent may not be as essential as it once was. With the rise of reality television and the prevalence of celebrity culture, individuals can become famous for reasons unrelated to their talent. The poem satirizes the idea that fame can be attained through trivial and even negative actions such as throwing tantrums or seeking attention through controversy, rather than through genuine talent or achievement. This transformation in the understanding of talent reflects a shift in the societal values where the pursuit of fame often takes precedence precedence over the cultivation of genuine skills and abilities. So friends, this is how I try to solve the question paper 2023 2023 examination question paper of second semester B.Sc BC Generic English under Bangalore City University. So I have already done the two question papers, model question paper 2022 question paper and the grammar. Just have a look in the description box. You'll get the important links so that you can get best marks. Thank you so much. Subscribe the channel. If you're not yet subscribed, like the button, click on the like button, write in the comment box, share the video to your friends. So wish you good luck for the examination. Stay tuned with Mukesh English.